Today's video, we're going to chat about the week prior, we're going to chat about the week going forward, we're going to talk about hopefully some sort of stocks that we can find that are going to do well. We've been on a good run recently, we'll get into all of that after this.
Yeah, coincidence. Yeah, coincidence. Yeah, coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not.
What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope, of course, you are all well. Today's video is on the 19th of December, guys. We're so close. Less than a week now until Christmas. Can't believe how quick time has flew. If you're like myself, as a parent, this is the first year now that we're getting the experience. My daughter, she's about 2.5, getting the experience, the whole, oh, I understand what kind of a Christmas is. She's really we've been at the Winter Wonderland last year. We're going to the Christmas pantomime today. Really excited about it. Terrified of the Roni Roam, but the joy in my daughter's face is making it all worth it. It's been a crazy, turbulent year for most people. So I hope you are all enjoying the lead up. Any new parents like myself, you're seeing the look on your daughter's face when she sees the big red man in the suit, and she just, oh, Santa, and she just sees the red and it's crazy. And you know, all I've been used to seeing is red in these stock markets, guys. Not good. The arse is raw, red as a baboon's arse at times. Now we're going to have a look at last week. So last week was grim as, you know what I'm saying. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, blood. Wednesday night though, for 2 hours from 7 to 9. Went shooting up. I did my video where I showed you, on fundamental news. No charts, no nothing, fundamental. As soon as that went up, we jumped on 20 times leverage, dirty. Jumped on that, like some of the positions were up like 35-40%. Woke up the next day, 1:30 bell opened. And it started to go south, had to close out all them trades ASAP. I lost in and around about, I think I did the live trade. I was up about, it wasn't a huge money I had in it, it was minor. But it was like $500. $500 turned to like 300 in a blink of an eye, and that's the fun with leverage. But, still a nice trade, but God, don't think anybody really expected the blood to happen on Thursday following the Wednesday's rise. The long story short is the Fed meeting went relatively well. As we talked about leading up to it, the expectations were that they were going to introduce tapering quicker than thought. Most people probably thinking March, April time. That has been the situation. That could change, but that looks to be the minimum expectations that the market was expecting, and that is what's happened. There was quite a couple of bullish statements by Jerome Powell, especially about the new variant. He was pretty much saying that, we don't think it's going to be too bad. The main concern is the Delta, blah, blah, blah. So there was a wee bit of comfort there maybe with what's happening, but around the world, and you need to open your eyes to it, lockdowns are happening. Yesterday, the Netherlands in Europe decided we're locking it down. And there's just other rules. France is stopping allowing UK passengers in. There's just things happening, stricter restrictions and stuff. And the UK, in my opinion, will do that. And then, as we've seen for the last 2 years, Europe, UK, America. So I'm keeping my eye there. On this channel, we talk about my trading strategy. We give you the buy and sell indicator alerts. If you join the course, you know how to trade through this. You will be fine. For everybody else that's new to the channel or doesn't be a part of the course, and by the way, you can check it out. There's access to the Discord and allow you to help at least find day trades. It will save you to a certain extent, and that is like $18, like £11. It's nothing to get in and get some help. But that all aside for now, I think we're guaranteed to get choppy times. Lead up to Christmas, holiday periods, people sometimes sell. They don't want to be holding for too long over the longer extended trading break. And just bear in mind, obviously, most of you will know Christmas Day, Boxing Day. Those are the days that the markets aren't going to be open. Those poor guys in Wall Street do need time off. So check out your banking holidays. Obviously, make sure you know when trading's happening. But you might find with the whole Roni Roam and all the issues, you might find that people go, I don't know if I want my money locked up for 4 days. I'll sell. So I'm expecting a choppy week. Could be high lows, could be lows, could be just turbulent. So I'm not opening any long positions. I did buy some positions on Wednesday evening, and I feel like I've really got them at a great price that I'm okay with it. If they fall lower, they fall lower. The likes of Meta, I'm starting to open up a proper long-term position there, but I'm still going to very much keep 50% of my money there just for swing trading. The only reliable trend in the stock market right now is wilder swings, and this is coming from Bloomberg. The Nasdaq 100 moved violently with the Fed turning more hawkish, and that is, if you've seen my video, that is the trade that I made on the Nasdaq, because we know the Nasdaq stocks have taken a real pounding. So to me, I felt, well, this is a safer one. If anything's going to go up, it'll be these ones. And it did, but wow, what a swing. The year-end turmoil, NASDAQ 100 is in for one of the wildest Decembers in decades. So it can be choppy. And you look around times where it was choppy. 08 screams out at me, most choppiest time. And obviously we had the crash and stuff. So you kind of look at it and you go, could this possibly be a sign of things to come? And why couldn't this possibly be the biggest crash that ever comes? History has to be broken. It is fact. These are unprecedented times. Nothing ever is quite been like this. And the way retail investors are and the way everyone's buying, it's so unpredictable. I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen. That's the truth. I sure as hell don't know, but I would rather err on the side of caution. That's why we've developed the trading strategy. That's why we're swinging in and out of things and not holding too much money in. But we're still trying to hold and still taking advantage of great companies at great prices. And I think that's just the way you've got to be. Keep doing that. Keep building. Don't worry. Buy at the right times. Hold your long positions. But keep a lot of cash just in case you wake up and there is a 20-30% pullback on everything, even from these lows. Just imagine that scenario. Wouldn't it be nice to have a few pounds just to go buy? That's where I'm at with it. It gives me a level of comfort. There's nothing worse than all your money, A and B. I've got nothing left. And you're just sitting there with something in your hand, if you know what I'm saying. And you're just going, this is great crack, everything's going down and no money. So that's the scenario I'm at. It's a nice place to be in and I do recommend it. It does make me feel a lot more comfortable, especially with the kind of money I have in, any given day, something even pulls back 5%, I am feeling that pain. So it's been nice over the last couple of months, all this turmoil, to be kind of balancing things out and keeping that top line balance in and around a figure that I feel more comfortable with. My go-to this week, rather than trying to identify specific stocks, maybe too volatile, I think I'm just going to trade ETFs, and I just prefer leveraged ETFs because you don't have to play with margin, and I would recommend anyone there to look into that because it does help you. There's a reason why about 80% of people lose money on leveraged positions because it's just set up for you to fail, in my opinion. It can work right at the right time. I did my trade there and you've seen the live trade, that worked okay, but it is better to, in my opinion, do ETFs, just more secure, and always use your limit orders. You don't want to be one of these guys that gets caught at the top of the wick. Nothing worse than, say, this guy here who wants to buy at 146 and then all of a sudden it triggers at 156 and they're going, well, why have I, getting the arse raw here? Well, that's why you didn't use your limit order. So lose your limit order. TQQ, I just think that is triple Q, which is the NASDAQ tripled 3 times. Then you've also got your SQQ, which is a short version of that. I'm going to look at the NASDAQ. I think it's going to be the most volatile. There is a growth ETFs. I don't know which ETFs I'm specifically going to look at. It'll just depend on what way the market's going, but I feel that for me is going to be the best strategy this week. I'm still in my MasterCard video, which is now 2 full weeks we have been in this trade. I brought it to you all when the blood was out there and everyone was crying, there's no way to make money. Well, anyone in my Discord or anybody on the course will have made money, and we're making 7.5% so far. It's not fantastic, 2 weeks, but 7.5%. People cry to get that over a year. We're getting that in 2 weeks. So 7.5%, it still looks relatively strong. Nice wee bit of volume. RSI starting to decline. We're not there yet. As you know, in my trading strategy, I like to hold. A lot of people may have exited the position here, but then you would have missed out on this further gain. If you had exited here, you would have missed out on over 2.5%. So this is why we stick to the trading strategy. Again, we've had a good time on the Visa, in and around sort of a 6% rise. Kodal is looking very good. We've had a great couple of days on that, from the lows to the highs. We have seen over 40%. So I'm not saying jump into that this week. I'm just saying keep that on the radar. I'm obviously massively AMB'd into that. Another one that we opened up last week was Pfizer. Obviously, with the whole Rolly Rome playing up, it only made sense to jump into one of those ones. And only in a matter of a few days, we're up about 13%. So I'm content with that. I'm still holding that as my swing trade. We'll see when that ends. Do I like Pfizer? No. Do I care about it? No. Bored to tears on it. So that's where I'm thinking, perhaps, because I think these sectors could play, I might look at the ETFs for the likes of healthcare. And don't forget, go on to your heat map. You can see, what's looking good, what's looking good. Well, we can see, obviously, shorting stocks and best. So go on, that'll tell you. There's your SQQ, the SQQ, all the different ones there to pretty much short the Dow Jones, whatever it may be. The volatility one, the VIX, has obviously done well. But I would just be going, maybe let's have a look at the likes of the XBI. A bit more security. Not going to become a millionaire on it, guys. Not going to become a millionaire in any stretch of the imagination. Obviously, there is the options to leverage, and that could be the way I'm going to play it. But ultimately, I'm just saying this week it looks to be very choppy. Perhaps just sit it out as well. See what way it goes. If you've got your long holds like me, you'll be getting the gains anyway if it all goes up. I'm just going to play it day to day, not holding too much money over the Christmas period, no matter what happens, and we'll just face it come the new year. But look, I'll be back with videos during the week. I hope you have a great day, I'll catch you very soon. Please like, subscribe, help me grow the channel. If you appreciate these types of videos, holla at your boy. Check out the links for free crypto, stocks, all of that good stuff down there, as well as my trading course, and I will see you very soon. Peace.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.